Yayoi Kusama is a very famous pop art artist. She actually was one of the artists who helped invent the pop art movement. At a very young age, Yayoi had hallucinations, which then in turn turned into pieces of artwork. She now resides in a mental hospital where she voluntarily continues to live there and create art. We are going to be studying some of her artwork that is inspired by microorganisms, plants, and seeds. We are going to explore organic lines and organic shapes that Yayoi is so famous for in her artwork. Hello, artists! Today we are going to start creating an organic organism drawing. We're going to learn about Yayoi Kusama, and we're going to learn about organic shapes, amoebas, and microorganisms. And we are going to draw them in a very cool organic abstract form. And this is not done, this is just the drawing part. So I'm going to need a big piece of paper, a white piece of paper, nice clean sheet. And I'm going to use my pencil first. And then later on, I'm going to add in my Sharpie. But I'm going to sharpen my pencil super quick. Now it's time to get started. So, I'm going to start with a big organic shape. Now, do you see how all of these organisms, they sit inside of this big organic shape? And we're going to make wavy lines. So I'm going to start on the left side and the right side going vertically down. I'm going to make a wavy line. Now there's no mistakes in any of this artwork because it is an organic shape. It's not a geometric shape. So organic shapes are free flowing. Let's do another wavy line on the other side. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook these around and I'm going to attach the wavy line. So then I come around, wavy line. And I'm going to do the same on the top. Okay. Now I have this really nice organic shape that I can create. And I maybe could have went a little bit farther, but that's okay. I can also add designs later on in the background. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make an amoeba. And my amoeba is going to be pretty big. It's going to be the center focal point. But I'm going to start really small. Really, really small. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make little circles. I'm going to make little circles that are attached to each other. I'm going to look at different shapes and I'll give you a handout that you can figure out what other organisms you can draw. So now I'm going to make a organic wavy line shape to go around my little circles. Next, I'm going to follow that line all the way around. Thank you. And then I'm going to finish this awesome organism amoeba and I'm going to attach some of those lines. Remember, this is my center of my amoeba. Next, I'm going to make a bigger organic shape going around. So this time I can just kind of free flow, wavy, crazy wavy lines all the way around. Now that I have that shape, I'm going to do the same thing like I did with these two, and I'm going to repeat that line going around. So now I have a cool and wacky amoeba. It's kind of the center point of my artwork, and I'm just gonna make maybe little circles inside of it, looking kind of funky and cool. So it's pretty big. I still have a lot more space to fill in with different microorganisms. So now that we did our amoeba, now we're gonna move on to some microorganisms. And some of them have lines on the outside. These ones have little eyeballs that I put on the inside. Then I just did some eyeballs on the outside. This one looks like it's really fuzzy. So I'm going to show you how to make a couple of those. And you don't have to do the same as me. You can do it differently. So first I'm going to make a long, organic, kind of oval-like shape. And I'm going to make another circle in the middle of that one. And then I'm going to make some lines, little hairs that go on the outside. Now these are the little legs that the organisms use to walk. And then I can kind of have fun with it, maybe make some circles in the middle. Yayoi likes to make eyeballs and everything, so I'm gonna hide some eyeballs in this. Let's do one that's a circle. And this time, this one has really wacky hairs that are coming out of it. And then I have a really simple organic shape that's just an oval and then has hairlines that go inside of it. That one's really simple. So I'm going to let you guys decide what you would like in your artwork next, but you're gonna fill it up pretty well with other shapes. I have some are just little circles, like little blood cells, and then some are eyes. Some are little worm-looking things. So I want you to get creative and start to draw some more. I'll leave this up too as a little example. Draw some more organisms. Have fun with it. Maybe even create your own. But definitely hide some eyeballs in there. If my artwork is ready, I'm going to make the Sharpie lines, but I'm not going to forget to put my name and class code on the back. So whatever day it is, and then your grade and your name. So I'm going to now get my Sharpie, and I can go ahead and trace all of my lines. The last step before we color this in is to make sure, like Mizzy did, not to miss any of your lines, because we're going to erase all the pencil line, and then we're going to use some really bright colors. to make these beautiful organisms stand out. So we're just going to take the time, if you have extra time, go ahead and erase any of those pencil lines showing from behind. This is the last step for our day 1 of our Yayoi Kusama art project. So when you are all done, please put your materials away, and we will be continuing coloring with some bright colors next week.